Welcome to Rapid Fire. My name is Miles with Christian, Andre, and Luke. And our first topic will be about the college football playoff sleeper team.
Well, first, I think a team to really look out for is the Oregon Ducks. They're bringing back Justin Herbert, their quarterback, and they also picked up Kayvon Thibodeau, who's an absolute beast, and they also got wide receiver Micah Pittman, so that's definitely a dangerous group to watch out for.
Yeah.
I think University of Kentucky will be a great team. Their slot receiver, Lynn Bowden, who can also play quarterback because of his speed and his history at quarterback, I think that team will be a great team.
I'd say to look out for LSU. They were close. They just lost a few key games last year that kept them out of the playoffs, and they lost some firepower on defense, but I think they're still a contender for the playoffs this year.
I think Michigan. Donovan Peoples-Jones, I'm pretty sure, isn't he back? Right?
Yes.
Yeah. I think their defense is really good, and I think Shea Patterson will lead this team to probably a number 4 spot in the playoffs. And our next topic is about NBA free agency and who the Mavs will sign.
Personally, I think it's down to Kemba Walker and Chris Middleton, and I think the Mavs will go after Chris Middleton. I just think he's a more well-rounded player.
I absolutely agree. I think Chris Middleton all the way, and yeah, I agree.
I'm going to throw a curveball in it and say Nikola Vucevic because they need a decent center since they traded DeAndre Jordan halfway through the season, and he's just a perfect center to play alongside Luka and Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, I think it's either Kemba or Nikola Vucevic because I don't think the Mavericks do have Dwight Powell, or I don't think they re-signed him. I don't know.
I think they do.
Yeah,
they did.
They might have, but
I think they still need a big man because Dirk is retired.
yeah, and he's not a starting caliber.
And then the point guard, they don't really have a good solid point guard position. They have Luka at small forward, Hardaway Jr. at shooting guard. Jalen Brunson's a pretty solid player, but I think Kemba Walker would really help this team. And our final topic is about the NFL draft. Who had the best draft in the first round only?
I think the Washington Redskins had a really solid first round. They got Dwayne Haskins, quarterback from Ohio State, and Montez Sweat, defensive lineman from Mississippi State. I think both those players were rated inside the top 15, and they were able to snag both of them. Washington should be a really dangerous team next year. I look for them to make the playoffs.
I think Arizona had the best first round on the fact that they got rid of Josh Rosen and they really didn't have a quarterback at that point. Well, they didn't have a solid quarterback, and I feel like they got one, even though most people say that he's not a solid quarterback. But I think Kyler Murray is a solid quarterback and he can take them far. But I do not think they'll make the playoffs, though.
I think the Steelers had the best first round of the draft. They traded up to get Devin Bush, and they really needed a middle linebacker who could lead the defense after the injury to Ryan Shazier a few years ago, and that getting Devin Bush could put them back in one of the top defenses in the league and make them a serious contender for the playoffs.
I think the 49ers had the best. Getting Nick Bosa is a really good pick. He's a defensive end, which they do need. And I think the 49ers are a little bit of a sleeper team to make the playoffs. They have some key players that were out last year with lots of injuries for the running back position. I think they could be a sleeper team maybe, but you never know. I think Nick Bosa is a good pick. And that's it, actually, from Rapid Fire. I'm Miles with Andre, Christian, and Luke.